Rocky Secret Christmas series. Confirmed.
Yeah.
There's Paulie Claus.
Yep. Drunk ass Santa Paulie shows up and he
embarrassing Rocky Jr. in front of his friends.
Which also makes me wonder, like, was the kid still supposed to be 9 the way he's acting? Because he also did that, like, he did it like 3 times in the flick where he does the, like, here's the quarter behind your ear.
Oh, he did that a bunch. And not even just him, he did it to everybody. Like, hey, look, I got a trick I could do.
But the 14-year-old kid is looking at it going, oh my god, where did that come from? I'm like, you're 14. You can't figure out that trick? Really?
I'm pretty sure a 9-year-old could figure that.
Yeah.
So what was your...
Okay, so what ends up happening is that Rocky Jr. starts yelling at him because, like, what the fuck, man? My friends and I, and you're an asshole and everything like that.
Screw you, old man!
Yeah. And Rocky just goes, hey, man, come on. Like, don't you remember, like, all the good times we had? Like, do you remember that good time we had last year? Last year. When him, Adrian, and Paulie were in Russia fighting the fucking Russian tank, where I'm guessing Rocky Jr. was with the robot.
Excuse me.
And they talk about how awesome it was last year.
Yep.
Hey, Stallone, just pay attention to your own movie, would you? Just a bit.
He wrote all of them.
Just a bit.
Like I said, lazy.
Yeah.
But Duke, with Tommy,
yes,
convinces him.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Straights up, like, hey, look, here's a redhead with big tits. You like redhead, big tits. That's cool, right?
Who looks like she could be his mom.
Yep. Yeah, she's like...
No, I looked it up. She's only like 3 years older than him. But the way she's dressed and the pound of makeup they throw on her, she looks like she could be his mom.
Yeah, but he's like, hey, look, you can get this. Look at a big penthouse. You can have all of it. And...
This is immediately conflict of interest. I don't know how they got through with this.
What do you mean?
Can a promoter promote both boxers? I don't think he can.
I don't know.
Because he's the promoter for the champ, and now he wants to be the promoter for Tommy. That seems like a conflict of interest.
Yeah, because Kane does win.
Yeah.
The title.
No, Tommy does.
No, Kane wins the title first.
Sorry. Yeah, Kane wins the title.
After Rocky retires, Kane wins the title.
Yeah, and then Tommy wins the title off of him. So that's a conflict of interest in my book.
Well, not just yet, because he's got a...
Yeah.
Because he's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's not sure.
And he's like, I'll give you $20,000 to think about it. And hey, take Red with you.
Hey, fake Don King, I'll take a lady that could be old enough to be my mom and $20,000 to think. I'll do it. I can make the sacrifice.
So Junior's going bad.
Yep.
Smoking.
Yep. Hanging out at the place where he picked up Marie, which I have a feeling that's probably where that scene was going to take place.
Yeah. Marie was going to be like there going, hi, kids.
Hey, kids, you want some?
You want a date? Yeah.
You want a
Marie,
date?
No!
You want a date?
Oh, Rocky was right.
I'll do a discount job for all 3 of you. It just got really fucking weird for a minute there.
Let's be glad that scene wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
But Tommy does eventually go with Duke.
I don't want to read that script, though.
He does go with Duke.
He does.
Because he takes him to Rocky.
Yeah.
And Duke's got like a bunch of presents. Like, Merry Christmas, everybody. Mm-hmm. Here you go. Hey, by the way, I'm totally taking your fighter and fuck you.
Well, that was the thing. Like, because here's how useless Paulie is.
So he lets him in.
He fucking shows up, and Adrian's just like, I can't deal with him, Paulie. You take care of it. And Paulie does tell him to hit the bricks. He doesn't listen, and Paulie's just like, all right. Well done.
Horrible doorman, Paulie.
Well done, Paulie.
Horrible doorman.
Jesus.
So
you had one job, you drunk.
And the girl's just like, we gotta go, Tommy. Like, we got places to be. Like, okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm totally done with you. Bye, Rock.
Yeah, see you, Rock. What an asshole.
Yeah.
This is where, literally, this is where the movie starts taking the biggest nosedive, because... First of all, now all of a sudden, this boxer who was a pretty cool kid, just young, fucking complete dick. And you can't even blame the money and the cool prizes. He just turns the dick switch on. And, by the way, that's a t-shirt if there ever was one. Turn the dick switch on, come on. And just becomes the biggest piece of shit for the rest of this movie.
Yep.
It makes no sense.
Rocky gets fed up. He does reconnect with Junior.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he finds about smoking. Like, you can't smoke. You can't. Although Rocky was smoking.
Rocky's literally smoking,
film.
so he's just like, he literally, it's kind of
I learned it from you!
It's kind of like my parents teach me not to smoke with a cigarette in their mouth. Which they literally did do that, which is why I smoke today.
So Gunn versus Kane. Gunn wins, like 2 rounds in.
Yeah.
While Rocky's watching, it's still happy for him.
Yeah, he's just like, and even Paulie's just like, you know that guy's an asshole, right? And Paulie is the one who should not talk about that. And even he's going, he's a piece of shit, Rock. Come on. But Rocky's right in there.
Scumbag.
Yeah.
Because like he's literally doing jab for jab,
Yeah.
hitting a heavy bag while Tommy's hitting Kane. Tommy wins. Rocky's happy. Mm-hmm. Then Tommy goes, I want to thank the man who this would be possible without him.
And Rocky gets this look on his face like, oh, here it comes.
George Washington Duke.
Piece of shit.
And then he's just like, ugh.
Ugh.
And Adrian's like, oh, I'm sorry, Rocky. He's like, no, it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, and this is when Paulie like steps up again of like, he's an asshole, Rock. I'm like, well, yeah, so are you.
Yeah, let's turn it off and go drink some beers.
Yep.
And then Junior's like, can I watch some TV? He's like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, kid.
So there's a press conference where they're still trying to get Balboa.
Yeah.
Like, they just won't let it
Well,
go.
it makes sense when asshole reporter returns.
Yeah, because he's an asshole to Tommy this time.
as
Like,
well.
listen, Kane was a paper champion. He should
Yeah.
have never been champion to begin with.
So-
Rocky's still the champion, you know that.
Yeah, so you're nothing, you're obviously worthless, and it's just like, oh, I've never heard anyone say that in the history of ever to a boxer.
Even when he won, like during
Yeah.
his celebration, the whole
Yeah.
crowd was chanting Rocky,
Yeah.
Rocky, Rocky.
And then he's just like, well, how do I get out of Rocky's shadow? Well, first of all, the first thing to do was not have him as your manager, because that's your biggest problem.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get out from under Rocky's shadow.
But I don't think he was. I don't think he was ever established that he was in Rocky's shadow. Like when he was being trained by Rocky,
that could
managed
be-
by Rocky.
Yeah.
Like it was all about Tommy. Like
It really was, because there was very little fanfare about Rocky, but when Rocky's finally gone, they're just like, Rocky's everything. It's
it's only little fanfares of like Rocky's machine, Rocky's gun, Rocky.
Yeah.
Like it's his fighter.
Yeah.
But he was still getting like, hey,
The guy.
Tommy,
Tommy was the guy.
because you're cool with Rocky. You're not cool with Rocky, then fuck you. That's kind of how it's established.
So weird. And then Tommy snaps.
Yeah, he goes looking for Rocky.
Yeah, he's just like,
Finds-
fuck this, because he goes to fucking Don King, because I don't care what his name is, I ain't calling him that. And he's just like, well, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? And he's like, you gotta beat Balboa. And he's like, do you think I'm better than Balboa? And I do like how he dodges the question like fucking Muhammad Ali dodging a punch. He's just like, he's a different fighter, kid. Like, there you go, that's how you do it. And he's, you gotta beat Rocky. You gotta beat Rocky. Yeah, it's like, well, no, you're not. But, you will be. And then he eventually goes, you will be someday, kid. And I'm like, that's no.
Yep.
And then he's just like, you gotta beat him, so let's go find him and let's go challenge him to a boxing match. And he's like, alright, let's go find him. I'm gonna go fucking murder him. And so they do.
They go find him in a bar.
Yeah.
They punch Paulie out.
Well, okay, so that's the thing, because at first it starts out where they're trying to just challenge him to a boxing match. And then Paulie steps up, because Paulie just goes, fuck off, asshole. And then they, turn around like, you want to play pool or whatever. And he fucking yells at him. And then that's when Paulie gets in his face and pushes the boxer, Paulie, ever the genius, gets knocked his ass out. And he literally, and Paulie says probably the most poetic line of the whole thing. It was just like, should have left him in the gutter where you found him.
Yeah.
It's the most poetic fucking thing Paulie ever said. And then that's when Rocky just fucking steps up. Like, he bows up as best he can in his 5'4" frame. And it's just like, well, you want to take this outside? You want to fight? Let's take this outside. That's where I fight. And fucking Don King's like, no, we said boxing match. No, because he immediately knows, like, the kid's going to get fucking murdered. And then, so they do. They take it outside. And
This is another problem with this movie.
yeah.
Because this is it, by the
Yeah,
way.
this is the big match, by the way. Which, no training. There was nothing Rocky related for this. He's just going to fight.
He didn't climb no fucking mountains and go nothing.
No, none of that shit.
Nothing.
None of that shit.
He goes to the bar, says, let's take this outside. And they do, and they fight, and it's over.
And it's shit. And
you got George Washington going, if you lose this, you're done, kid. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
how does that work? No.
I don't know.
He loses
Well-
a street fight, he's not champion anymore?
well, okay. So let's break this fight down for a minute, because some fucking bullshit happens here That is immediately the most ridiculous shit you'll ever see in your life.
Like the guy who said if he takes one more punch, he's done, taking several bare-knuckle punches to the face?
Yes, but not just that. First of all, Tommy's an asshole because he punches Rocky when his back's turned, and that's just not... Okay, first of all, street fighting, that's not how you do that. But anyway, that's not my complaint. Cops show up. Nobody does a fucking thing.
Well, let's let him handle it.
Yeah, that's never happened before.
I don't know.
And then
I've never been to Philadelphia. I don't know how to do things there.
Well, apparently it's the same rules you have in hockey when you fight. The guy who loses gets the penalty because he gets arrested. Fucking Rocky walks away, and nobody says shit.
Wow, I mean, they're buddies, right?
No,
is it the same?
That's not how that works. I don't know. I didn't see
because when they first go for their run, when they go up the steps, they go to two cops. Go, this is my fighter, Tommy. He's like, "Hey, Tom, how you doing?"
It might have been.
It'd be the same cops.
But I don't remember.
Because if it's the cops from the neighborhood, they're not going to arrest Rocky.
Yes, they are. They're not going to charge him, but they are going to arrest him because the news is filming this whole thing, and not only are they filming it, they've got fucking movie camera angles on this shit. They got a man on the inside filming it.
Self-defense.
No, this is some bullshit.
Philadelphia street
does not
justice.
Happen.
Street justice.
This does
Rocky
not happen.
5, street justice.
Not to mention, like, it's just this is some fucking serious nonsense. This is Lethal Weapon levels of what the fuck, really?
Where everyone's around in a circle going, like, yeah, let him fight, let him hash it out.
No, that does not happen. This movie is fucking nonsense.
So he beats him.
Yeah, and then, and he does do the most typical 90s thing ever. And it was only 1990, so he was ahead of the curve on this. So, fucking, he pimps up the Don King, and he's just like, you touch me, I'll sue, which is the most 90s thing possible, by the way. And then he just sort of, and then, of course, Rocky one-ups him on the 90s thing ever, of like, eventually he just does, and he's just like, sue me for what? I got nothing.
No, you got a house.
You got a house. Well, Paulie actually has the house, so he doesn't have shit.
Fair.
But again, you're supposed to be Rocky who could do commercials and shit like that, so you could easily have money, but you're an idiot. Be a cop. Fuck, they'll let you do anything at this point. Be the fucking mayor. Do what you want.
Hey, they made that movie. It's called Copland.
That's true. That's very true.
He's punchy in that one, too. So, yeah. Then Rocky goes up with his kid. Up the stairs, and then he's just like, I've been running these stairs for so many years, and I didn't know there was very expensive pictures in there. Like, he didn't even realize the museum.
That might have been the most clever line in the whole movie, by the way. That was the only part where I was like, okay, that was pretty good.
And then he gives the kid the necklace, and then credits.
Because that was another thing later on. He was literally going to give that fucking necklace to Tommy before Tommy was a piece of shit.
With his kid there, like in front of his kid, going, this is my most prized possession. Here you go. Son I've never had.
No, he never even
Dad, I'm right here.
He never even did at that point. He literally showed it to fucking Adrian, who literally, her response was genius, where he pulls it out, he's like, I'm good, I got this for Tommy. She's like, you shouldn't have got him anything. He's like, I know. It's like this. Give him this. It means a lot to me. And she doesn't say shit. She just goes, and walks away. I'm like, isn't that? And he's just like, what? I think it's a good gift.
You soft-brained moron.
Just fucking, God, this movie's dumb.
So this is why the show's going to be so short, because we won't want to waste time talking about it.
No.
Because this is truly, I think this is going to be episode 17.
Yeah.
This is truly the first bad film, and not in a fun way, we've covered.
Yeah, no.
Because we've done bad films, Rocky IV, Flash Gordon. There's been films where you would consider them, by all intents and purposes,
bad. But they're enjoyably bad. This is fucking stupid. This is the epitome of me watching this going, why are they doing this? Oh, we're not going to get an answer. Okay.
I think this movie's biggest crime, biggest sin, if you will, is that they took it back.
I don't know if I agree with that.
No, and here's why. Let me explain.
Yeah.
It's because you're trying to invoke a better film. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to remind us.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the biggest movie sins is in this movie, where you don't show a better movie in the movie, and they do.
Yeah.
When the kids are watching Christmas Vacation.
That's true. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't ever do that. Don't show a better movie in your movie, because now I just want to watch Christmas Vacation.
Exactly.
But ultimately, when you take it back to the point of Carmine and the run and the whole thing, you're invoking the first movie. It's like the first movie is a literal classic film.
Yes.
And you're just crowbarring this into that,
Yeah.
and that's your ultimate